So how we are going to use these three terms? We are going to use these three terms only in a positive manner. Whenever we'll see that yes, this term can be used for a positive approach, only then you use. Otherwise, in the negative side, we will not use. And there is a possibility in UPSC they might ask the question regarding this, that what is the difference between these two to three terms. I hope I'm clear. I have made myself clear here. Then human values in the SOMP notes, which will share with you, you will know the definition and other. You will know the proper definition of these terms. Please try to read the proper definition and mug it up. From tomorrow, you are going to start the answer writing. I'll expect that you are going to produce the proper definitions, not just some vague definition from here and there. And many other definitions are being mentioned in the notes. Then this thing is very important, and it could be a question in mains: value versus skills. It's a very important debate, and this debate we should understand. At one point of time, there is values, and we are talking about good values only. Then at other point, there is skill. We keep on saying skill, and we should increase the skill development program, other things. And in the beginning also, I have told you one thing, that whenever you are seeing any issue in the society, in the answer you are writing, education should be promoted. Is education sufficient? I would say no and never. It should be value based education. Otherwise, there are four quarter. This quarter is low value, high skill. Very low value but high skills. Hitler, educated persons from big colleges, very prestigious colleges, are joining the terror group, and we have seen it during ISIS. Then here is then very low value, but low skill. Not a major threat to the society, of course, but individual issue with the individuals. Drunken labor, beating his wife, he's having very low value and very low skill. Then very high value, very low skill. This is very interesting thing. In some of the government departments and in some area, you will find someone who is preaching that I don't take bribe. Okay, let's say there are two persons, one who is taking the bribe and another who is not taking the bribe. Of course, we all want that people should not take the bribe, and we should not promote that you should start taking the bribe. But the issue comes with the skill. I don't want to name anyone, but there are some IAS officers who are in news that 50 times transferred, 60 times, 70 times. To be honest, I have no respect for them, because reason being, they have not done anything in terms of taking the action, in terms of bringing the culprit uh, in front of the court. What simply they have done, that look, I'm honest, I don't take the bribe, and they behave like a whistleblower. They behave like an activist, not an IAS officer. As an IAS, suppose you become IAS officer, and I'm saying it on record, I have no respect for them. They are in news just because of their transfer, not for their work at all. You should be in news for your work, not for the number of transfer. And if all kind of government, at one moment there is one government, then the government changes, then changes, but those officers' life remains the same. They are in news. Why? Because they are being transferred. They are not asset. They are burden to the organization. For example, there is a work, and that work can be done. That work can be done within 5 days. But what they are doing, that look, whenever you go to them, that sir, please do this work. They are like, no, no, no. We are honest, and we'll say it. And that work which could be done in 5 days, they are taking 30 days, 40 days. Then what is the point of being honest? That is why people give the bribe to speed up the process. And ultimately, it increases the corruption. Ultimately, that is the main reason why the corruption is there. And for that, many state government brought the Right to Service Act. Today we have Right to Service Act that for ration card, passport, other work, 21 days limit is there. If they are not able to do it in 21 days, then there are penalties. So these honest, very high value, but skill is very low. And there are dishonest persons. The work could be done in 5 days, and they'll do it in 2 days. Their skill is very high, but their value is very low. They are corrupt. But with value-based education, awareness, and threatening with the law, plus giving some monetary incentive for doing good work, we can bring those people with high skills to that area where they will develop some values. But if you do not have any skill, it becomes very difficult. So this area not threat to anyone, but of course not an asset, but burden to the organization. This is the segment which we need if we really want to have a good life. High value, high skill. Gandhiji, Mother Teresa. Very high value, very high skills. Gandhi led from the front so many freedom struggle movements. And if you will see the physique of Gandhiji, very thin man, very not so physically strong. And in his autobiography, Gandhiji wrote that I advise my countrymen to be physically strong, just like Swami Vivekananda. But despite of that, Gandhi was able to lead the mass from the front. So whenever we will see this debate, we'll go for high value, high skills. Okay. Then this lesson from the great leaders, reformer, and administrator. What we are going to do, we will not finish this topic in one go. From the next session, what we will do, we will pick 2 to 3 important great leaders, reformers, and administrators. Will analyze what they have done in the uh, last part of the class. So 2 to 3 persons will pick, will analyze their role, will analyze their values and their work, so that you will not get bored in one session itself. Okay, so from tomorrow we'll do that. And today I'm having some this power wala issue. Tomorrow afternoon, those who have joined this course, tomorrow afternoon I will be taking your class, and tomorrow we will finish the remaining part as well as attitude wala part. And tomorrow you will get the question on this class one around 12 in the afternoon. Okay, and now if anyone has any doubt, please feel free to